the Crew Motorsport from Ubisoft. There it is. I'm curious to see what they've done with that.
Yes, it is very similar, like kind of like I've been saying a couple times now, to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, in that it's doing just one pro mode with PSSR, 60 FPS, 4K target. It looks way, way more detailed than the old performance mode, which looked a little blocky to me, a little soft, not very good. Again, in these side-by-sides they were able to show me. There were some issues, again, when kind of focusing out into the kind of middle part of the image, looking at stuff over time, you were seeing a bit of that instability, and I am able to show you that with some of the B-roll they provided, some of that instability, some of that breakup. But it's got way more image detail than before, like a really stunning amount of image detail here. So I think it's definitely a very worthwhile upgrade. Here, there's no RT, no ray tracing in general. Some settings, they said, have been improved beyond resolution, so maybe some LODs, things like that possibly have been improved, maybe shadow resolution. They said some of the settings, basically from the old fidelity mode, were being kind of moved over here. It's also an interesting game because they're running all the stuff on dev kits, right? We weren't seeing retail PS5 Pro units, and they had a little performance readout in the bottom right-hand corner from the dev kit, and it was mostly at 60, but it was dropping the occasional frame. And I was able to perceive that not just on the performance monitor, but with my eyes. So that these demos were generally being run on 4K panels at 60 hertz, I believe, without VRR. And then some of the demos were at on these 8K panels, these 8K Sony panels, kind of just giving you some flavor for it. But in general, I was not noticing frame rate drops too much in these titles, so I think they were running at a pretty good level. But here in this game, I was noticing like little tiny drops, maybe a couple over the course of a race. But again, early days, we've got a month and a half until launch, and this already looks really, really good. Runs pretty well, and it's a very satisfying upgrade. I mean, I did not play that much of the Crew last year, but it looks pretty good here. Very 4K-like, kind of what you want out of a PS5 Pro upgrade, I think. It's quite a satisfying experience, I'd say.